back with yet another tier list video. So this one, a little bit more simple than the last one that was a three-parter. This one is just the F1 2021 liveries. Thought I'd do this one real quick. Give you a nice little quickie dicky one after that long three-parter of the car brands. Starting off, Alfa Romeo. God. I'm not an Alfa fan. But I do like the road cars, and I think that livery is pretty good. I think last year's was a little bit better, but yeah, I think they deserve it. Alphatari, also God. Same thing as Alfa Romeo. I think last year's was a touch better. But I love it. I think it's fantastic. Alpine, great. I think they probably could have done a hint better. Where at? I don't really know. I'm not a graphical designer or anything art related, nothing along that. I just know I like or I don't like the way things look. And I think they look pretty good. Red Bull, average. When they first started racing in '05, I thought as their livery kind of progressed, it was better and better and better every year. Even though it was very, very, very minor changes, and they had some different liveries here and there. But now, it's been nearly identical the past however many seasons since they haven't really been changing it. I think it's average. I think it looks nice. I think it really does. Especially on all three sets of tires. I think the yellow, the red, and the white. Even back with the other sets, the ultra softs, the hyper softs, and the hards being orange, I thought it was fine. But I think the colors work with just about anything. But I think it's average. Just because it's been repeated so many times, it's just there. It's whatever now. It's not a meh because it does look good. But you know what is a meh? Not the Haas. That sucks. I really am not a fan of the red, white, and blue Russian thing. I know it's kind of Urakali's thing from Mazepin's father's company. So Mr. Mazepin, I guess. Mr. Dmitry Mazepin. That is kind of their color scheme. I just don't like the way it looks. I think it's really dumb. I do enjoy the colors, especially on the American car. I think it could have been done out way better, but it's alright. It's not alright. It's pretty bad. But speaking of Mazepin, I've got a little short video coming to the channel soon. Maybe it's already up. I don't quite know when it's gonna go up, but it's of when I was racing on F1 2020. I did the full season of F2 before I did my first F1 race, or my first F1 season, which I will have an F1 2021 series coming soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Maybe episode 1's up already, but if it's not, it's coming soon. But I have that little video of where it's racing at Sochi in the F2 cars, and Mazepin just spins on the straight. He's following behind, he comes up, he just goes whoop, and essentially does what Romain Grosjean does, except at speed. Like when Grosjean hits the wall at Baku, I think Ericsson hit us. He does essentially the exact same thing, except at high speed, which is really unpredictable. He doesn't have a tire blowout or anything. I watched over the clip, and I don't know what happens. But then his teammate runs into him. So We're sitting there, driving. He goes, whoop, hits the wall, and along comes his teammate, runs square into him, spins, and all the other cars just go by like nothing happened. And yeah, it's whatever, I guess. I've got Mercedes, average. The thing, I really, really, really like the black Mercedes compared to the silver arrows, or silver with kind of the black and then the teal aqua Patronus color on the side. I was always iffy about that. I really like the black. Now the red from their new partner slash sponsor, not a huge fan of. I do like how they incorporated it this year better than last year. With last year, I believe it was just the red pimple on top with the two end plates on the front. This year, it's the red pimple on top with the AMGs. You'll know, if you know what the car looks like, you know what I mean. In the back, in the white there, you can kind of see on the small picture. And then putting the driver's numbers in red on there. I think I like that a lot better than how they did it last year. But it's alright. I enjoy the black Mercedes, though. The, what was it, 2019 car, I think is the best looking Mercedes that there has been. Which is probably the reason that I think that the Cognizant Aston Martin team looks pretty great. I'm biased. That's my team. So of course I'm gonna think that they look great. I oddly enjoy the British Racing green and the pink. Weird color combination. Never would have thought about that. I enjoy it. I do kind of find it too oddly similar to the Mercedes livery, being instead of black and teal, it's green and pink. But I really enjoy the car. I really, really enjoy the car. But as I said, I think the 2019 Mercedes is the best looking Mercedes, so maybe the 2020 Racing Point had some influence. But yeah, just based on that livery, I like it. I love it. It's not God, it's not as clean cut as the Alphas, but pretty good. Alpine's definitely better looking than the Aston, but yeah, as I would put the Mercedes better looking than the Red Bull. The Ferrari, meh. I love the red. I love that it's different. Well, not different than last. Ferraris are known for being red. But when they released it with that green Mission Winnow logo, what? Okay. I don't even know what to tell you. I was jaw dropped because I was so confused. Along with the darker, more burgundy red at the rear. I love the Tribute, and I think it would have been cool. I think that livery is cool to run in Monaco, how McLaren run the Golf livery. I think it'd be cool for Ferrari to do that every year in Monaco. Do kind of the tear or the fade, the gradient color back to the original color, and I really enjoyed the full dark color at, what was that, Maranello? Or not Maranello, Mugello. I think that was really cool. I enjoyed the solid one color, and I liked that one off. But the kind of gradient I don't like, but I think it would be cool to run like once a year in Monza. And I saw something online that teams should be allowed to run 2 special liveries a year. That if they wanted to run the same twice or 2 separate, just whenever in the season, I think that'd be cool. I think that's a brilliant idea. To do a little mix up, give a little more spice to the livery game. Speaking of meh, the Williams. I was kind of a fan of the toothpaste cars of the actual 2019 that raced, and the Rocket as well that looked the one that didn't race that was shown at the car reveal that looked like, what was it, Colgate. I was a fan of that. I think the colors were a bit bright, and I would have probably toned it down all a little bit, but I enjoyed it. I think that was a good looking car. Not so maybe my opinion's not the best on how cars look. McLaren, yeah, I'll give it a great. I think the Golf livery was pretty great. Would have been between God and great. The regular McLaren, the Papaya, I think it's all right. I think this year's better. You can't really see it on your view, but if you know the car, it's got the rainbow there, kind of towards the rear wheel. I think that's much better looking than how it curved last year over the side pod. I'm a big fan of having the rainbow stretch back. That's about all I got for you. That's my tier list. I think the Alphas are God. I'm a supporter of Aston, so maybe I'm biased. The title contenders are pretty average. And the rest are alright. Ferrari, I think, I want to say 2018, 2017, 2016, one of those 3 years. I forget exactly which one. I think it's 2018. I think that was a good looking livery. And I always enjoyed the 70s liveries as well, like Niki Lauda's 76 livery. But based just on on the 2021s, that Ferrari's got the gradient, I think it's pretty meh. I think it's, especially when they ran the green Mission Winnow, it was a suck with the Mission Winnow. But that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna see you off. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tell me how wrong I am in the comments. Alright, you have a nice day.